we present to you the Wenonah Dragons, led by Coach Nick Howard, an alumnus of the Wenonah High School program, the second coach to sit on our podium, who is a disciple, if you will, of the great Coach Ronald Cheatham. Nick, how you doing, homeboy?
Doing well, man.
Great to see you as always. Introduce your players and tell us about your goals for this year.
Well, to my left is my sophomore quarterback, Neil Brown. And to my right, we have my senior defensive end, Eldridge Shelton. And for this season, we just look to have some success on the field to show the hard work that we put in during the offseason.
Well, let's go to Neil first. Neil, you walk in the footsteps of folks like Joe Webb, Leon Day. What does it feel like, man, to be the quarterback as a sophomore, man? You got a lot on your shoulders as a young guy.
Yes, sir. It feels great. I just, like Coach Nick said, I'm looking forward to having great success throughout the season with all the work that you put in the offseason.
Absolutely, and I'm going to give it over to Eldridge to answer this question. Tell us about your goals, Eldridge, but also remind him that he's got to follow in the footsteps of Trey Young, right?
Yes, sir. My goals, I just really want to be a good leader to our young guys, leave them off with something good. And, you know, the main goal is try to go out there and win a state championship.
And what did Trey mean to you all's team last year as a leader?
And Trey, he was an excellent leader. He was real vocal. He got on this, but he was also a fun guy. So.
All right, Keith Mims.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610, All Football, Summit Media. Coach, let me ask you this. What is it going to take to bring back the magic of Coach Ron Cheatham and the great success that he had for so many years at historic Wenonah High School? Go right ahead, Coach.
Yeah, that's a simple answer. It's just going to take the commitment, the hard work in the off season, and the buy-in from the program, which we've already had. We've had it in the past couple of years.
Next question is for quarterback Neil Brown. Neil, you seem to have a swag and a confidence about you that's unusual for a sophomore. Where does that come from, and what do you look forward to doing and achieving this season?
This season, I look forward to achieving success with all the hard work that we put in as a team. I don't really like, the focus on me, and it's really about how the team succeeds and through me.
Eldridge, question for you. What is it like to play for Coach Howard, and talk a little bit about some of your other teammates that you're really going to lean on this coming season?
Playing for Coach Howard, it's just been a great experience. When I moved here from Georgia my freshman year, he came and he opened me in with open arms. So, yeah, Coach Nick, he's just a real great coach. And then for teammates, I say I got a defensive tackle. His name is Jordan Spencer. I'm going to be leaning on him a lot. We're looking forward to getting a lot of sacks together. I also got another teammate, Edmund Jones. He also on the D-line. So, yeah, and I'm leaning on my offensive line, too, protecting Neil, getting us to win games.
Neil, you kind of touched on it, but how much do you look forward to how much do you ask your brother for advice when, things kind of get hard in the season?
Are you referring to my brother Quad?
Yeah.
I talk to my brother Quad every day. He's a great role model, great leader for me. I try and model my game after him.
Ray Turner.
This is Coach Howard. Coach, I came to cover you last year when you played Pleasant Grove, and I think you out-physical them. You gave up a touchdown late and changed the momentum of the game, but you stood up to them for 3 quarters. Where does the physicality of your team come from? Do you teach that, you just going with the team? Because that was a very physical game.
Yeah, so anybody that knows that's pretty much the Wenonah way. I think that's what we got back to. We went back to the Wenonah way, and the way that you do that is you prioritize. You know that the weight room is the most important thing in high school, in football, period, and that's what we dedicated ourselves to, the weight room.
Tell us about a Thursday or Friday night over in Wenonah, Birmingham.
So a Thursday and Friday night is something to look forward to. A lot of people in the school use the term popcorn ready. So it's entertaining. The community pretty much shuts down and get ready to support Wenonah football, and that's what we are so excited to get back to.
Thanks, Coach. Coach, looking at the last few seasons, you go from 1-9, 3-6 to 6-4 in 2023. Mm-hmm. You got 2 guys here who have both had asked questions been asked of them about themselves, and they've talked about the team. How special is it for you going into a fourth year now to have a group that seems to be so much about the group, and as you look for more success here in 2024?
Yeah, so that's the ultimate goal, to have a selfless group of individuals at this age group. I mean, last year we had a lot of individually good guys, but this year we are more team orientated. So that's one of my goals. I want my guys to play together as a team, as one unit, and that's pretty much where that comes from.
Well, I can certainly say, Coach, you were that kind of player as a player. You were gritty. You couldn't be denied, and I see your team reflecting the kind of man that you are. So we wish you well on a great season, and let's give the Wenonah Dragons a round of applause.
All right, thank y'all.
We now welcome to the podium the Wenonah High School flag football team. And I must say, they are a podium of winners. There may be more championships and winnings between these people sitting here across all sports than any group we've had up here. We got head coach Ivan Lane, who you may have known from his basketball prowess, but now he's getting it done on the flag football field as well. So, Coach, I won't steal your joy. Tell them about your last season and introduce these two critical players who helped you get there.
To my left, we have Makayla Williams, known as Toot, and we have she played multiple positions. She actually had a concussion the last play of regulation. Samarian Franklin to my right, that's my quarterback for the last 3 years. She's 54-4 as a starting quarterback, and I'm just glad to have them on my team.
Absolutely, you are a championship team, I might add. So tell us about your goals for this year, Coach. I mean, you know, once you get to the top, you know, folks expect you to stay there.
Well, our goals don't change. Our goal is to be undefeated. So that's the key. If you're undefeated, everything else take care of itself. But we also try to make sure our kids have opportunity to go to college since they're doing this now. And we do have kids that have had the opportunity to play flag football on the next level from the things that they have done. And we just want to shine a brighter light on flag football in the state of Alabama.
And Coach, I appreciate you for that because, you know, I mean, again, you're a basketball head coach by nature, I guess, by most of your experience. And people kind of think that we look at the ladies a little different, but you are advocated and have advocated just as strongly for your young women as you always have for basketball, and I commend you for that. Keith Mims.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610, All Football, Summit Media. My question is for Makayla. Makayla, you just absolutely have a personality that everybody seems to be drawn to. Has that always been the way? And kind of talk about some of your goals for this coming season.
Yeah, my goals are to be more versatile and to be a big leader and a role model for younger kids and to stay motivated. I want to motivate others to do what they want to do and follow their dreams.
Well, every time I see you, I think about you as the Michael Jordan of flag football. How do you like that title?
I love it. It feel good to, you know, have that feeling, to know that people, you know, look at me like that. It feel good.
Coach, let me ask you this. Coaching flag football, and you also coach a women's professional team as well. Talk about the differences between high school football and professional women's football, if you will.
Not really much different, man, because football is still kind of fresh to so many people, adults and kids, where athletes are athletes. So once you teach them the skill set, then you kind of put something together. And I think we've had some girls that had speed, you know, athletic. We just got to teach them how to catch, teach them routes, teach them, you know, basic football things, and that's no different from the tackle with the women.
Question for Samarian. Samarian, if you had to pick a player in the NFL, quarterback in particular, who would be your favorite player?
My favorite quarterback all time, Jalen Hurts from Alabama.
That's a good one.
Now, Keith, I got to put you in check, man. You did not address her right because, you know, she's the Michael Jordan of basketball. You know, if you've ever seen her run the point and
Kobe.
run the 2, run the 3,
She
play
said Kobe.
defense.
Kobe.
You know. Oh, she
Kobe.
said you're the coach. Oh, excuse me.
Mama mentality.
Well, you know, I'm a Jordan guy. We old heads, most of us are Jordan guys, but your due respect for the pinnacle for which you deserve, because you all are outstanding athletes and you are an outstanding coach. Who's next out there, Ray?
Coach, if I told you your quarterback was the best in the state, would you disagree with me?
Not at all.
How she get to be that good?
She blessed, man. She's a blessed young lady, athletically, but her IQ and how fast she catch on, being able to make the right decision at the right time, it's just like, I'm just glad she's on my team, man.
Okay, the quarterback. We call you Lil Sam on the circuit.
And I know y'all don't know the stats, but she threw like 48 touchdowns last year.
I know. Yeah. How good? You gonna be better than you were last year? You was last year?
Definitely.
What make you so good? Because consider yourself a dual threat quarterback?
Yes, most def. It's just the work that I put in, because I love what I do. So anything I want to do, I put my 110% in every time, on and off.
Okay. Do you ever get tired of coming out the game, Miss Williams? Do you ever get tired?
No.
I didn't think so.
I love playing sports, just all types of sports. So.
Thank you.
We're so honored to have these young ladies here. You know, I can testify that, you know, since Let's Move, and let's do a commercial for Let's Move Sports in the Birmingham City Schools. These young ladies played Let's Move in Samarian, third grade? You were winning championships over me when I was trying to coach at Brown Elementary. So she's been a winner, and I'm sure Coach Lane, just like she said, she has that heart to go for it, and she puts her best in it, and she's always made everybody around her even better. So kudos to Coach Lane. Oh, we got some more questions. Let's go back. Go ahead.
Sorry, we've been talking a bit all day about growing this game, flag football and everything. Coach, to start this part with you, you expressed to these players, I think, did you say 54-4 is her record over here starting?
Yeah, in 3 years, yeah. 17-0 last year.
Man, can you put into perspective what the path they're blazing for other people to come in and the legacy they're leaving here?
I'm trying to, but to be a part of it is kind of difficult, you know, because we're in the moment, and I don't know that they quite understand what's going on. That they're really blazing the path for those who come behind them. And you know, if you look at some young ladies in the past that didn't get this opportunity, it's right upon them. So you know, we just try to represent for Birmingham City, man.
And for both of you going off of that, I know you're in the moment. What has it meant to play this game, and as you start to maybe look back a little bit, reflect on kind of what this has meant, playing this and being a part of this here at Wenonah?
It meant a lot to me because we made history. I never had a chance to do that, and I just feel good about it. Make me feel good about myself.
Well, for me, it's kind of different because me and Coach Lane, we started together like 3 years ago, so we always had a goal, what we wanted to do. We actually made an increase because it wasn't a state championship. It was just a championship regular. But after 2 years, and he stayed on me about everything, then that third year, it was just over. We took over, and we weren't stopping. He just kept us on the right track, practicing hard every day, every time. We was on the field ready. He ain't had to come tell us. We just knew what mindset, what we wanted to do, because he had already put it in us that we was stars in the making and making history. So we got the best coach. So he kept us motivated.
Yeah, most definitely.
BCS Excellence. Thank you, the Wenonah Dragons flag football team.